Good morning. And first I want to express my gratitude to the Bank Inter Foundation of Innovation for this opportunity to share the space with you, and also thanks to all of you for the interesting inputs yesterday and the very interesting discussion. Well, Caritas is the social institution from the Catholic Church in Spain, a kind of Catholic NGO, social NGO. And we are working with people living in poverty and social exclusion in Spain. We're working for social inclusion, and we promote a rights-based social system. We think that the access to education, to employment, to housing, to culture, that they are rights that everybody has to have access to. And we don't offer only immediate help for material needs for the people, but also we run employment projects all over the country as the best way to autonomy and inclusion for the people. When we think about business creation in the frame of poverty and exclusion in Spain, we have to think also that Cáritas has a commitment and a priority with those who are furthest from the labor market, with women who has children, with young people. You see there the list of people we are working with. But not only these groups, but these people with additional difficult situations like income problems, health problems, housing problems, violence, and other situations that make it very difficult for them to have an access to the labor market. They have very low skills. And NGOs like Caritas, we have a holistic approach, and we want to be companions for them. We want to share the way with these people to look for an employment, to have a better life quality. And we are also entrepreneurs because it's difficult for these people struggling with exclusion, discrimination, and poverty to have an entrepreneurial attitude. Well, and we are in our approach, in the way, in a mixture, if we take the theory that Maria Blair explained us yesterday, we are somewhere between a user-centered model and a user-defined model. We are traveling from problem solvers nowadays to innovation scalers. Well, we also situate the business creation in a frame of personal integration pathways, where we situate the person in the middle of our activity, and we offer, together with different institutions, NGOs, municipalities, etc., we offer different services. The needs from the people define the use of one or several of the services of information, professional guidance, job-seeking workshops, vocational training, pre-training, where we train the personal and social skills, job placement services. All this is a pathway needed before we can think about employability. We can speak about situate the people in the labor market. Then we offer also, when people are on the market, on the job support, social enterprises, we will speak later on about it, protected employment, and also self-employment. We have learned in the last 10, 20 years that it's not possible to work if we are working alone. Although Caritas is a big institution in this country, but we have to to share, we have to network with others to get the best results. When we speak about social business creation, we are looking to a small percentage of these people we are working with in the integration pathways. Most of them achieve a normal employment in the labor market. But when we think about social business creation, we have three main sectors where we can speak about. One is the self-employment. Caritas supported in the end of the 70s and 80s from last century, where we had the first unemployment crisis in Spain, supported strongly the cooperatives, where small enterprises of 5 or more workers, also single workers, but it was an opportunity for people with market-based skills, but most of the people we're working with don't have these skills. People with qualification, managing skills, we support these people to develop the enterprise. Probably the actual crisis where we have double of unemployed people in the last year is a new opportunity to strengthen this way of social business. Caritas gives support, loans, but we have a very low recovery rate. And in the last 2-3 years, we also cooperate with banks that offer microcredits, and Caritas gives a kind of support and follow up to these people. But in Spain, we have also on the negative side administrative and financial barriers to create employment. And the principle is that our target groups don't have the skills to create, to maintain a known enterprise, except migrants. Migrants that have a very clear idea of what they want to do. They have a very high motivation. There is the possibility to create employment higher than for nationals. And then social enterprises, we have two legal frameworks in Spain. One is for people with disabilities, enterprises for people with disabilities. It's permanent employment for them with public financial support. And on the second frame is for people in social exclusion, experiencing social exclusion, where the idea of the social enterprise is that at least 50% of the people working in the social enterprise are coming from social exclusion, and that they are a maximum of 3 years in the social enterprise to make then the step to the normal labor market. Well, the positive things are that we create job opportunities. Caritas have more than 20 social enterprises in Spain. And those who are having this experience very often can make this step to the normal labor market. We offer also in the enterprises an on-the-job training, guidance, and job placement services, etc. The contra is that we need public support to run these enterprises. The public support needed is only for those parts that are not productive. For example, social worker or psychologist, we need to make the support, or the percentage that is not so productive from the workers. And we have this legal framework for social enterprises for 2 years now, so social enterprises are not very well known. So there is also a very low acceptance for social enterprises from the main stakeholders in the country, politicians, people in public administration, but also in trade unions and enterprises. And at least the third sector of social business are normal enterprises, but that reserve part of the jobs for people in social difficulty. They develop the corporate social responsibility as a dimension to offer employment, for example, for women experiencing violence, or for other people, and normally also with a partnership of an NGO that makes the follow-up. Well, I want to present shortly 2 cases of social enterprises. One is in Cordoba, Solemcor, an enterprise that collected paper and cardboard in the city, and manages also 3-4 eco parks where specially waste is collected. There we offer training for driving license for 30 workers we have in this social enterprise. And the very main interesting thing is that this enterprise is in partnership with the municipality, where the local authority reserved this market, the environmental market for social enterprises. And this enterprise bills over 1.5 million euro per year, and it's now an expanding business in other environmental sectors. Another interesting case is the case of Caritas in Albacete, where Caritas created 5 enterprises as joint ventures with local enterprises, because the local enterprises can give the added value of experience to make the market surer. We have their enterprise of ecological agriculture, rural tourism, bookbindery, so on. Well, to share a little bit with you our reflections at this moment where we are speaking about social business, we think that the actual economic crisis is a crisis of values, and that we have to rediscover the value of employment as part of the enterprise right to be. Employment and not only profit and growth must be the added value of every enterprise. So we have to rediscover these values and not forget it in the actual crisis. We also have social and political demands. This is in our European understanding of a social welfare state, where the state is responsible for the opportunities of the citizens, the access of people to employment. We think that the state must strengthen those enterprises that create social employment by taxes, by support. That we have to have more support to social employment. Self-employment must be easier, and we have to tackle the situation of the working poor and all those who work under decent conditions. In the last 10 years, we have suffered in Europe increasing rate of these working poor, because we had a policy at the European Union level that employment at any price. And also, we think it's necessary to evaluate the corporate social responsibility, because not everything what is named under corporate social responsibility is really corporate social responsibility, but sometimes only a marketing action from the enterprises. Well, I hope it was this input was also a contribution for this discussion, and thank you for the few minutes.
Thank you.